Have you been looking for genuine job opportunities abroad and you are afraid of losing your money and time? You are in the right place. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Rita. In this channel, I talk about job opportunities abroad and practical information that is going to help you make an informed and better decision to work overseas. If you're new in this channel, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before you leave, ensure that you subscribe to this channel. Remember to like this video, share this video with other people that are going to benefit. Remember to turn on the notification bell. It's down there. It is down here. Click on that notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. For the existing returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to my YouTube channel to view my work. I do not take that for granted. In today's topic, I will be talking about sponsorship jobs abroad. I'm sure you've come across this title in so many social media platforms. And so in today's video, I will be explaining what are sponsorship job and what you should know about sponsorship job so that you can have the correct information when you will be looking for these jobs. All right, but before I dive into today's conversation, just a reminder, the people that have visited the channel for the first time and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, I'm giving you 5 seconds so that you can subscribe to my channel. 5 seconds. 5 seconds are over. So I hope that you've subscribed to this channel. So about sponsored job, I'm sure you've had sponsored visa jobs abroad. All that you need to know about these jobs. First, I want to talk about recruitment agency. Recruitment agent. That is what I will first discuss with you people. So, recruitment agency or agent, whichever, however you call it, this is just an agent that is going to connect you to an employer. An employer is the sponsored job that you're looking for. That is the employer. You can call them employer. So the recruitment agent or agency is they connect you to the employer, the sponsored job opportunity abroad. Okay. So what is their work? Their work is just to look for those job opportunities, and they connect you with those job opportunities. Their work is not to look for to apply for your passport, your visa, to do all the processes for you. That is not their job. Their job is simply to connect you to the employer. That is the sponsored job. We are together up to that point. Good. So since we are together up to that point, I don't want you to fall into these scams of people calling themselves agent. They ask you for money. They tell you they are going to apply for your visa. They are going to do all the processes, the immigration processes, and all that. You might be conned if you fall for that. So I just wanted to clear that a recruitment agent, they connect you to the employer, and of course you have to pay them. They have their they cannot connect you to a job just for nothing. You have to pay them, but remember, you only paying them because they are connecting you to the job. Okay. But that does not mean that there are not agencies that help in your application for your visa and passport. That does not mean that. But in most cases, recruitment agencies will connect you to the employer. Up to that point, everything is clear. Good. Before I move on to another thing, if maybe you're going to use an agent to connect to the employer, please do not fall for this trap whereby the agency is only communicating to you through WhatsApp only. And this does not mean that you should not communicate with the agency through WhatsApp. What I mean is, communicate with your agency through WhatsApp, but let them have a public website whereby you can go search them, so that you can be sure you are dealing with a legit agency, legit recruitment agency. Okay, that is that about the agency. Another thing about the agency that I want to put out very clearly is that the agency is connecting you to the employer, to the job. It is the employer that is going to interview you, not the agency. So I'm just giving you tips so that you will be able to spot a scam from a distance. Okay, so we go to the sponsored visa job, sponsored employment. All right, now what you need to know about the sponsored visa jobs that are there. Number one, you should, as you search for these jobs, from the sponsored job opportunity, as you search for these jobs from the sponsored visa jobs abroad, the first thing that you need to know whether the employer, when you hear me talk about the employer, I'm talking about the sponsored job opportunity that they are offering you. You should do your research to know whether the employer has the authority to employ a foreigner, because for you to offer a job opportunity to a foreigner, you should have the authority to do so. The employer should have the authority to do so according to their country. And remember, before I continue giving you this information that I'm giving you this information to ease your work as you search for these opportunities abroad. That is my work, by the way. Okay, so as you search for these jobs, I'm sure you are searching on their website. First, do your due diligence. Ensure that the employer, that is the sponsored job, they have the authority to employ a foreigner, because you will only be wasting your time if you continue following up on this employer that is offering you a job, and maybe they do not have authority to employ a foreigner. So these are the tips that I'm giving you. We continue with the tips. So another thing, after you've researched the employer has the authority to give you the job as a foreigner. They have the authority. I'm assuming you are now in communication. Ask them these questions. Are they going to pay for your visa? Are they going to pay for your relocation? Are they going to provide you with accommodation? Are they going to incur the cost in all these processes? Because, as you know, as a foreigner, moving from your country to go work in another country is a lot of processes that are required. You need a passport, you need a visa, medical checks, police clearance. Sometimes you need to take the IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System test. You need to do that, and it is money. You need to a lot of money is required for you to do these processes. So as you search, after you've searched, you found that the employer has the authority to employ a foreigner. Ask them those questions so that as you do these processes, you are sure. Also remember to ask them how many hours you will be working. Another thing, ask them how much they are going to pay you. What is the salary? Those are some of the important questions that you should know. I want to clear something about the sponsored visa job opportunities abroad. Give me a minute. So I want to clear something. Just because this job is sponsored, when you see the title, sponsored visa job opportunity, just because the job is sponsored does not mean that the employer is going to do everything for you. That is a lie. The employer is not going to do everything for you. And by the way, sometimes you need to do these processes with your own money. It is not a guarantee that you get a sponsored job opportunity, the employer is going to incur all the costs. That is a lie. So it does not mean that because the job is sponsored, the employer is going to incur all the costs. Okay, I'm just preparing you so that as you look for this job, also have money to do all these processes: the visa, the passport, the medical checks, the police clearance, and all that. Right. Another thing that I want to clear is that assume that you have the job offer, a sponsored job offer, that you're going to abroad to work as a foreigner. That does not guarantee a visa. The employer has no authority for your visa. It is the embassy. That is the work of the embassy. So the employer has no authority about the issuance of your visa. So you can have the job opportunity, you can have the job offer here, but the embassy denies you the visa. Put that in mind, okay? The reason I'm saying this is because whenever you find that sponsored visa job opportunity abroad, what comes into your mind that they are going to cater for everything? That is a lie, number one. Second, visa issuance will be automatic. That is a lie. You might get the job and you're denied the visa. Right. Also, what I want to tell you about this sponsored job is that sometimes the employer may incur all the cost, but not all the times, but that is not guaranteed. Another thing, sometimes the employer might incur some cost like relocation cost, might help in visa processing, and some few processes. Okay, so what I want to put into your mind is that sponsored visa jobs offer does not mean that you're not going to use your money at all. Be prepared. Even as you're looking for that job, I'm sure you are running away from unemployment and low-paying jobs, but you also need that low-paying job to save, to help you for these processes. Okay, so you will be required to use your money. So I'm insisting, in as much as you want to go work abroad, that does not mean that you stop working in your country. You need that job to save money. That money is going to help you in your processes. That is all that I have to say about sponsored jobs for now. I will research more on this sponsored job and I will bring you the information. This is just the beginning. This is not the end of sponsored jobs. This was just the beginning. I will come with more and more information so that you will be sure and you will make an informed and better decision as you apply and as you look for those job opportunities. That is all about these sponsored jobs for now. I hope to see you in my next video with more research on this sponsored jobs abroad. For the people that had visited the channel for the first time, maybe you forgot to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, like this video, share this video with other people so that they can also benefit. For the returning existing subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to my channel to view my work. I do not take you for granted. I see you in my next video. Bye.